the Elite Eight, Round 7, Game 7 of this Elite Eight matchup. It's between the Orioles of Avon and the Brownsburg Bulldogs. Who's going to win and face Plainfield in the semifinals? Avon looking strong. Brownsburg looking strong. Here we go from Brownsburg. Welcome to Bulldog Court, everyone, the home of the Brownsburg Bulldogs. Avon looking very strong this evening as they look to win once again. Bulldog Court is here. Everyone is here. Who's going to win in Brownsburg? Will it be the Orioles or the Bulldogs? And here we go from Brownsburg. And here for the tip-off, we are now underway. Avon gets the tip. Luke Clark to Baker Lands. Baker Lands to Perry. Back to Luke Clark. Clark almost loses it. Here's Max Clark to Perry. Kyle Perry for 3. Here's Diallo. Like Elijah Diallo with it. To Jameer Bowie. Back to Pandya. To Diallo. Diallo for 2. It's 3-2 Brownsburg. Elijah Diallo for 2. Here's Luke Clark. Very strong player indeed. Clark for 2. It's 5-2. Orioles lead. Here's Diallo again. Diallo to Pandya. To Lott. DeAndre Lott. And it's blocked. And the Orioles will take possession. It goes out of bounds. Avon takes possession in for Brownsburg. Nolan Gray and Miles Sprong. Ellis to Clark. And here we go. Great game indeed. Clark. And it's blocked by Pandya. Sprong to Lott. DeAndre Lott for 2. No good, and it's rebounded by Harper. Baker Lands. What a game from Brownsburg. Perry with it. Kyle Perry for 2. Avon pulling away to advance to the semifinals. Here is Brady Savant on the court as well for 3. Miles Sprong for 3. What a 3-pointer that was. Clark to Baker Lands. 7-5. Just a minute remaining. Baker Lands to Perry. Back to Clark. Luke Clark for 3. Miles Sprong back with the ball. Sprong to Savant. Savant to Pandya. Miles Sprong for 2. It's 10-7 Avon. The Orioles have the lead. Great game from Bulldog Court. Clark there. Here's Baker Lands to Kyle Perry. Perry back to Baker Lands. Back to Luke Clark. Back to Harper. Back to Luke. Final seconds in the first quarter. Luke Clark. His shot misses. Here is Rishi Pandya with it. To Lott. Back to Sprong. And his lob is stolen. Here comes Ethan Ellis. Harper. Baker Lands dunks it. Brady Savant to Miles Sprong. And this will end the first quarter. Sprong there for 3. Almost a buzzer beater. It's 12-9. At the end of the first quarter, it's the Orioles up front. Avon 12, Brownsburg 9. Great game here tonight. The Orioles off to a great start in Brownsburg. And the winner of this goes on to face the Quakers. And here we go, back again from Berg. Welcome back to Brownsburg. It's the start of the second quarter. The Bulldogs trying to advance to the next round. Can they be the second Bulldog team to advance? Monrovia advanced to the semis to face Franklin. And now, could it be Brownsburg for the first time in a couple years? Miles Sprong with the ball now. Sprong back to Polston. Bo Polston with the ball. Polston for 3. And we're tied at 12. Hamelman to Perry. Back to Roebuck. Merrick Roebuck was on the injured list, but he's now back. Roebuck for 3. It's 15-12, Avon. The Orioles up front by 3. Holston there. Close game from Berg. Holston for 2. 1 point game for the Orioles. Kyle Perry with it. Back to Gill. Landon Gilliott to Baker Lands. Harper. Baker Lands for 3. It's 18-14. Bolson back to Miles Sprong. Sprong looking to Nolan Gray. Nolan Gray for 3. 1 point game here in Brownsburg. Nolan Gray for 3. Kyle Perry with the ball. Avon trying to keep their playoff hopes alive. Landon Gilliott back to Perry. Kyle Perry for 3. 21-17. It's the Avon Orioles who are leading. Polson back to Stevenson. Back to Sprong. Miles Sprong there for 3. Miles Sprong hits it. 21-20, the score right now. Perry with it. Back to Roebuck. Final seconds in the second quarter. Roebuck for 2. 23-20. A 3-pointer here by Avon would tie it. By Brownsburg would tie it. Sprong with it. It's Cohen Stevenson will dunk it. No, that's Brady Savants who will dunk it in. Savants dunks it in. What a game indeed. Perry with the ball now. Back to Roebuck. To Perry, and Perry dunks it in. Kyle Perry with the lob and a backhanded dunk. Sprong with it. Timeout Brownsburg. What a game we are seeing from from Brownsburg. The Orioles up 3 against the Bulldogs. What a game we are seeing indeed. Who's going to win it here? Avon, Brownsburg, leading here. And this will also decide who's going on to play Plainfield in the Hendricks County Tournament Championship. Great game indeed. Avon has done really well so far. 33 seconds left in Brownsburg. And that will do it for the timeout. The Orioles trying to have the lead entering the second half. But Matthew Stewart has other plans. He's going to try to lead his Bulldogs to the lead. Here's a pass back to Sprong. Miles Sprong there. Back to Lott. DeAndre Lott for 2. Lott for 2. So the Bulldogs still down 1 point. Harper Baker lands with it. Baker lands. Who is he going to throw to? Looks like that he's actually going to keep the ball. And this will pretty much do it for the first half. Baker lands to Ellis. No. I mean, maybe that was Ellis. I don't know. Look at that. Gray for 3. And that will do it. 28-26 at halftime. The Orioles have the lead at half. Welcome back to Brownsburg, everyone. It's the Orioles and the Bulldogs. Bowie to Diallo. Diallo's out there with Lott. Then it's Savant, Bowie, and Pandya. Brady Savant dunks it, and we are tied at 28. Savant starts the quarter off with the dunk, and the Bulldogs off to a quick start. Baker lands to Perry. Back to Baker. Luke Clark's out there with Harper Baker lands, and it's Ethan Ellis, Kyle Perry, and Max Clark. How about that 3 right there by Kyle Perry? DeAndre Lott with the ball now. Back to Bowie. Bowie finds Pandya. Pandya for 2. 1 point game. Avon lead. Clark to Clark. Luke Clark has it. To Ethan Ellis. Ethan Ellis will dunk it in. Ethan Ellis will dunk it in. What a dunk that was by Ethan Ellis. DeAndre Lott has it now. Lott. Back to Bowie. Bowie. And the pass is broken up, and it goes back to Brownsburg as it goes out of bounds. In for the Orioles, it's Aiden Botsford. Botsford making his return to Bulldog Court. Here we go. The pass back in. Bo Polston for 2. 1-point game. Ethan Ellis back to Kyle Perry. Perry with it. Who's he going to pass to? No one. Perry's shot is blocked. And it goes back out of bounds. Gilead and Hamilman coming into the game. Ellis is out. And also in for the Bulldogs, it's Nolan Gray and Hunter Newell. Hamilman with it. Passes back into Perry. And it goes back out of bounds. Avon will get possession. Chase Hamilman again looking to throw into somebody. Throws into Gilead. Landon Gilead with the ball. Gill for 2. Gilead scores. It's 35-32. 3-point game. Look at Utterback. Right there. Newell. And the shot is blocked by Hamilman. What a block. What a block by Chase Hamilman. In the final minute of the third quarter. Avon still out front.
Number 45. Number 21.
In for the Bulldogs, Nate Foley. In for the Orioles, Nate Foley and Merrick Roebuck. DeAndre Lott for 2. 1-point game again. Landon Gilead with the ball. Back to Foley. Foley to Hamilman. Hamilman for 2. Back up to a 3-point game.
Number 21.
Chase Hamilman for 2. And here we go. Polston with the ball. Back to DeAndre Lott. Lott runs for 2. No good. It is blocked. And here is Gilead with the ball. Botsford. Oh, and Hamilman almost got the lob dunk. But it's no good. Gray to Polston. Final 20 seconds. And it's blocked. Botsford gets the ball back. Botsford to Gill. Landon Gilead there. To Roebuck. Merrick Roebuck for 3. 40-34. And at the end of the third quarter, the Avon Orioles have the lead. One more quarter of play, and the Bulldogs may get eliminated here at home. As it's again the Avon Orioles out front. What a game we have seen. We are back to the fourth quarter here from Brownsburg. What a game. Kyle Perry with that amazing dunk earlier in the game. Merrick Roebuck hit the 3 to end the last quarter. To end the third quarter. And here we go. Luke Clark is back on the court. Sprung's out there with Lott. Then it's Savants, Gray, and Eck. Perry to Roebuck. Merrick Roebuck there. Shot fakes back to Kyle Perry. Perry getting covered. Back to Roebuck. Merrick Roebuck for 3. And the Orioles are pulling away. The winner of this goes to Plainfield. Sprong with it. Back to Savants. Brady Savants for 2. Savants for 2. Back to Harper. Baker Lands. Baker Lands with it on Avon. Baker Lands to Luke Clark. Clark. 2. No good. Luke gets it. Back to Savants. Back to Miles Sprong. And the lob is no good. And it's last touched by the Bulldogs. The Orioles will regain possession. Looks like that Merrick Roebuck is limping off the court. That's never good to see. Ekin Pandya still in the game. Luke Clark for 3. 10-point lead for the Orioles. Sprong there. Back to Savants. Brady Savants will dunk on Harper Baker Lands. What a dunk by Brady. Back to Luke Clark. The fans in the stadium are hyped. But it's mostly Avon fans. Clark for 2. No good. And it's back to Brownsburg. Lot back to Sprong. Remember, Brownsburg still has a chance. Savants getting covered by Perry. And it's good. 6-point game again. Timeout. Avon. Ava Utterback calls her first timeout. Ava Utterback, we can see it on her face. She is trying really hard to keep the Orioles in line. They took the foot off their gas. Took their foot off the gas, and now they are trying to put their foot back on the gas. Will it work though? I don't know. What a game we are seeing. 1 minute, 16 seconds left in Game 7. Here in Game 7, who's going to win it? Luke Clark has it. And here we go. Clark going up to Ethan Ellis. Ellis for 2 with the dunk. That will force Avon to fall away, but Brownsburg coming in with a head of steam now. Polson back to Savants. Savants, and it's blocked by Ellis. Ethan Ellis, maybe just the Orioles saving grace. Perry with it. Final 50 seconds. 10-point lead. Timeout, Brownsburg. The Orioles, they got their foot back on the gas, and they're pulling away. 10-point lead in Brownsburg, 50-40. The Avon Orioles, great job indeed. Can they hang on? I think they can. 41.8 seconds left in the game. What a game we have seen from Brownsburg. The Orioles looking to hang on. Matthew Stewart, you can see it in his face. Everybody can. That he is thinking in his mind right now that his Bulldog season is over. Looks like that Avon back-to-back years will be facing Plainfield in the in the semis. Polson back to Newell. Back to Sprong. Miles Sprong for 2. And that only took a few seconds off the clock. Gill with it. Heavy pressure from from Brownsburg. Gill. There. Back to Foley. Back to Gilliott. Ranges in to Roebuck. Merrick Roebuck for 3, and that will do it. Less than 16 seconds left. Sprong loses the ball. Brownsburg will recover, and that will do it. The Avon Orioles will advance to the semifinals. They have beaten Brownsburg once again. And for the second year in a row, Avon is now considered underdogs. They are moving on to the semi-final matchup against Plainfield. What a game indeed. It's time for the New Balance Player of the Game. Time to meet the New Balance Player of the Game for the Avon Orioles. Kyle Perry is the New Balance Player of the Game after a great game indeed. Everybody, thanks for joining us from Brownsburg. We will see you back next year, Berg. Next week, though, it's the semi-final matchups. And here we go.